Welcome, I'm Trish. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be looking at Sebastian Rogers. This is my reading number 2. The first reading I always go in kind of blind. I just go in with very, very little information and see what I can get out of it. And then number 2 reading I go in after looking into things. Now what I've looked at is the Nancy Grace interview with the mother Katie and Chris. I've also looked at JLR Investigates. I've looked at a couple of those videos, and I've looked at a panel of experts on body language. Now they all seem to think that Katie and Chris are innocent and are keeping the same storyline. Energetically, I picked up a couple of little things there. I watched 2 interviews. I watched the one interview where Katie was rocking and emotionally crying, and then I also watched an interview where the one she did with Nancy Grace. Now with the rocking interview, I was sensing a wall on her shoulder, like a wall between Katie and Chris. So now what I was getting out of that was they weren't kind of facing each other, and he wasn't like arms around her supporting her, or I saw one moment where she looked at him for support as to she couldn't speak, please speak for me. I did notice that, but other than that, I saw her kind of not sitting back to him, but almost like this. I felt this wall here under with her arm there, almost like not wanting to look at him, there was something going on. There was a wall there. In the tears, I kind of also felt a little bit of sadness for sure, but I felt something going on around realizing what you've sacrificed. I don't know if I should say that, but that's kind of, I was picking up something around, almost like a sadness over what was sacrificed. I'm not saying this is sacrificial ritual or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, decisions she's made in her life has led to situations that it's a sacrifice. And I was just kind of picking that up around that one. Now, the other thing that I noticed with the interview with Nancy Grace, it was very much like a detective grilling is what that felt like. Now, me being a mother of an autistic child, he's fully grown, my son, but putting myself in her shoes, if my son was missing and I was being interviewed like that, it wasn't sad at all in that one there, but it was like she was very careful what she was saying. Both her and Chris, I felt, were being very careful. It was almost like, yes, they were being grilled and questions being fired at them, but they had put themselves in a position of short answers. It wasn't a communication, it wasn't engagement, as in, okay, had it have been me, I would have been like, okay, well, I'm so grateful for the opportunity to engage your audience. You've got a big platform, and to, get this case seen more, and, I'd be asking for anyone that had been in my street with cameras, please go through your camera footage. I would be saying things like, if there's anyone in my street, no matter where, anywhere around me, please go through your door cam footage and see if there's anything there and give it to the police. I'd be using the opportunity to go on such a big platform to have a conversation, to express how I feel and what the situation is to me, and engage people to want to help me find him, to get boots on the ground, to look through footage. That would be my take on how I would handle that as an autistic mother, or a mother of any mother, a mother of a child missing. That's how to me it felt more like she went into that interview with almost like, okay, I've short answers, don't give away too much. That's what I got out of that interview. So that's how I'm feeling. I have my opinions on that, but they're just opinions, and I try to keep really unbiased when it comes to reading the cards, because the cards do definitely disagree with me when it's not right. When I'm wrong, they let me know. So I do try to remain biased, but that's a couple of little things that I picked up on. Also with the expert video, looking at the body language, they were saying, they're rocking at the same time, they're kind of in motion, but I was picking up a couple of things where a red flag around what had happened during the day before he went missing, or the day he went missing, and and Chris is like, yeah, but to me, and then looking up at Nancy like for validation, like, yeah, you know, and are you believing this? Almost to me, like, I know I shouldn't be saying that, but I was picking a red flag up around that situation, and it's almost like you're saying, yeah, keep talking, keep saying this, keep telling this story, and maybe it's not a story, maybe it is actual facts and what happened, but there's some red flag in there that I can't pinpoint, but I feel it. I feel there's a red flag around that situation of that day. Something quite not sitting right with me there in that situation. But yeah, that's what I've picked up on and that's me being transparent, as in what I've seen and what I've looked at before I do the reading. As far as the dreams go that I've had, the dream last week was very emotional for me. I let myself emotionally get attached to this, and I felt Sebastian many times, and I cried many times last week, so I let myself get emotionally attached. I'm not doing that this week. I'm going to be more objective here and just, you know, be led where the cards want to go, but not so emotionally attached if I can. Now, also the other thing that really did hit me was the dream about somebody trying to hide something on the phone, and I said it was taken from a really creative point of view, like me being a creative kind of person. I was looking at the film, like the angle of how it was filmed, and, you know, it was shot down like this camera here. You can see this eye facing upwards, the eyes facing upwards. Now in the dream, when I look down on the screen, I'm seeing somebody leaning over, going like this, right, over somebody, and I thought, what if I wasn't seeing a video that was created or watched or anything around TikTok or social media? What if I was seeing a perspective from the eye of Sebastian on the ground looking up, someone leaning over either like this to him, or worse still, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's that really upset me when I had that little thought. So I don't actually know, and like I said, when I had the dreams, they're cryptic. I don't know what they're related to. I don't know where they fit in. And then all this stuff with P. Diddy and the rappers and all that have come out, so young rappers there too, and I'm thinking maybe there's something around young male rappers that could be. So that dream could actually not even be connected to Sebastian Rogers. That particular dream could be related to young male rappers. That is some things are going to come out around P. Diddy. So I'm not sure about that, but I don't know where that dream lies, which case that goes into. But if it is, it really upset me when I thought, what if I'm looking at the eye looking up being Sebastian's point of view on something? So anyway, that really upset me, and quite a couple of things triggered me last week around that. So let's get on to the reading. First of all, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tap in and go a little bit deeper in a moment, but first of all, I'm going to do a 4 cards on each person involved in this that we know. So first of all, and you can see I've got a new screen, so that way you can see the cards as they come out. What I'm using is my investigation deck here, just noticing connection to Sebastian. This is a card here, we'll put that there. This is a card here of Sebastian. He attached himself to this card last week, so it's just coming out just to say that's the case there, with that one, that we are connected to this case. So I normally do my little tap in first, make sure I'm connected to whoever I'm reading on before I start the reading, but I didn't, and he's done that for me. Okay, first of all, we're going to do 4 cards for Father Seth. 4 cards around Father Seth. Okay, cannot see clearly. I'll turn that around to face me, so then it faces you upright. Cannot see clearly. He doesn't know what's going on. He's trying to find out. I mean, he's getting investigators, so he's trying to see. He's got put in a room or a place, so I don't know if that is him like interrogated, or him wanting to know what happened in his room. So where he allegedly last seen in his room around 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night, he doesn't know, like he's looking into that, so he's not sure. He's he wants more information. He has no information on that. He doesn't see that at all clearly about in his room. Here, Seth, we're connecting here to Seth's energy. There we go. Okay, so here, an undercover. So undercover is, I mean, it's all undercovers. It's all, I feel he's not being told enough. I feel like he has questions. They're not being answered is what I'm feeling going on there. And that I feel his questions are to Katie and Chris, but they're not being answered. Now, he's organised a meeting. So whether he's organised a recent meeting that took place with Katie and Seth, he may have organised to have that happen, or maybe to really find out what's going on here. And if he had Katie on his own, I don't know. I'm just picking that up now, so I'm not sure if that's what's going on here. Organised meeting could also be he's organised like searchers and investigators to get him the vision that he doesn't have, to get him what he can't see. So the information he doesn't know, he's organised that to find out what's going on. So I feel his energy is, now if I could read that in any other way, and I just shuffled them, I'm just going to leave them unshuffled like that, because that's how they just fell out then, or that's not how they fell out, it's how I moved them. Okay, any other thing Seth related here? I'm drawn to the word place. So, again, with him, where he was living. And maybe secretly undercover organising something around his living conditions. Maybe that would be the only other way I could read that one. Okay, number 2, let's look at Mother Katie. 4 cards, Mother Katie. 4 cards for Mother Katie. Again, I'm being very unbiased here. I'm just looking at information that I've looked at from the Nancy Grace videos. I watched both her interview, both sets of parents. Okay. Oh, I've also watched the Nina one as well. I think I should let you know that I've watched that as well. Okay, coming back into Katie energy now. Katie energy, Mother Katie, what's going on with Mother Katie? Mother Katie. Mother Katie, person of interest. Thinking about this differently. Okay, so she's got a bit of contemplating she's doing. Okay, Mother Katie. Oops, Mother Katie. Okay, that was too many cards there. I'm not sure if they're the cards that I want to use here. There's okay, I'm just going to put them here because they're not falling in the line of 4 that I was asking for. They've just fallen out a little bit funny. Here we're looking at some kind of cover-up or tampering. We're looking at or covering up domestic violence. You can see there with the domestic violence card, and some kind of harsh sentence or some harsh treatment even, because it's sitting next to domestic violence. Okay, coming back to Katie's energy around Sebastian. Katie's energy around person. Oh, there's a lot of cards here. Person known, a family connection, and known. Okay, so these cards here would come out on like a person, missing person or crime, a true crime, where you don't know who's involved, and you would say, these cards would come out to say there's a family connection with the involvement here and the person was known to me. That's what would come out in a case. If you're reading a true crime case and you don't know, you've found a body and you don't know who did it, these cards would come out and say there's a family connection, the person was known to me. Okay, so looking at this from Katie's energy, we're looking at Katie's energy here. What I'm seeing from the cards here is a contemplation, head down, thinking about a situation. On this card here, she's sitting down looking at a picture of a frame. So here she's contemplating, thinking about Sebastian. So thinking about Sebastian, but what's the family connection? There's an issue around family connection here. Person of interest. I'm very interested in the family, what's going on around that. But we've got some cover up going on here, or some tampering. Okay, let's go to stepfather Chris's energy. Just on the cards that were just sitting there on the table were the rage energy, that rage devil energy. It came out last week, but also in a drain or waterway. We had like an underground tunnel-y kind of a tunnel or underground tunnel thing come up last week, but this one here is saying like drain or waterway. Again, it's like that tunnel kind of energy there. Rage, narcissist energy. Okay, and they just fell out separately then as well. Okay, so let's have a look at energy for, again, this is all alleged, this is card reading, this is not facts in any way, this is just looking at the energy here. Doesn't mean it's real, it's all alleged. Okay, here we're looking at stepfather Chris, related to the disappearance of Sebastian. Alleged. Cover up, domestic violence, drain a waterway, devil, narcissist, rage, think about it differently. It's that contemplation card about think. Again, it's also water too, by the way. Water. Says think about it differently. I don't think that's what they're trying to say there. Now the energy, when I say Chris and Sebastian energy, I feel there's some rage here. I feel there's some DV. DV means abuse or violence within the home. Allegedly, this is not facts here. This is just card reading. There's some kind of tampering, getting involved in something, or covering something up. Drain a waterway again. Very interesting that it's the same cards, or very similar to Katie's cards. Okay, now I want to have a look at there's a card sitting here, put in a room, or in the room, just nestled within the crystals there in the room. Okay, so what I want to look at now is, I said I felt a wall between Chris and Katie, like there was some kind of wall there that I was feeling. I'm not sure what that was, so I'm going to shuffle the cards and I'm just going to picture that image and see if I can. Okay, the card that fell out on that bottom there was the DB card. The DB card. Okay, and the other one on the bottom of it was heavy burden. Heavy burden. Other cards have fallen out, but I don't think that they were meant to fall out. It was just really that first card that came out, and that's what I was sensing around. It's kind of like it was a fear-based wall that I was feeling there. You know, I almost want to say, you know, do as you're told, kind of do as I say, kind of feeling there. Okay, let's have a look now at Sebastian. Let's just see where the cards want to take us now with Sebastian. Okay, here we're looking at the end of the situation. Okay, I was hearing long road too then. A long road. Evidence. Okay, finding evidence or evidence or statement. Okay, finding evidence or looking into the evidence around. It says buried. This card says buried. It's like the world card. It's the end of the situation, but it's the final moments. It's the end of the situation, and that's where we're looking at getting evidence for that. I was getting something around a long road. So whether that means like a long process or a long physical journey road, long road, hidden clues. This is the star code, but it says hidden clues. So hidden, this is scrub area, like foresty area, bit of water there, long road. I was hearing long road when I was getting that one. Looking for evidence, searching for evidence in that area. Again, I still feel it's I feel there's a long road, like I'm still feeling it's not close, like it's a long road. Okay, Sebastian Rogers, where do you want to go with this? What happened? What happened? Okay, what happened? Okay, they're not coming out for me properly there. I'll just have a look, just turn that over. Looking at the timing, and the reason they're not coming out for me is because I'm thinking I was going to let the cards do what they wanted to do, direct me, but I wanted to, there was a red flag about the day where Sebastian went out, the timing around that. So there's something that's red flagging to me there. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is. And as I'm shuffling, I'm thinking, should I read on that first, or should I just let the cards do what they want to do? And the cards that came out was something organised, so they're not involved, and so there is a digital footprint. Okay, something organised, so there is a digital footprint. But I'm coming back in now to that day, the day that he went out shopping or whatever he went and done with family. I can't put my finger on what's wrong there. There's something wrong there, but I can't face it. Now these cards are saying not involved, but I feel it could be something organised, so there's a digital footprint, so it looks like someone's not involved. That's how I'm reading that. A slow process. Check the timing. Check the timing again. Slow process. Okay, I can't put my finger on what's wrong here in the day. This how the day was described, what they done. I can't put my finger on what is wrong there. Can you tell me if something's not right there, or did it happen as it was described? Please give me the energy of the day that was described, allegedly Sebastian's last day. Okay, they want me to be a little bit clearer. Okay, what has been said that, okay, break it down. Sebastian, did he go shopping with family members? Did Sebastian go shopping with family members on that day? They're working now. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, payback, pay it forward. Okay, that can be like a fun Ferris wheel, fun day, so I don't have a problem with that card. Okay, Wheel of Fortune can be like a complete shift from one thing to another as well. Not feeling that though. Okay. Hidden. There is something hidden about this, some kind of knowledge or something that was known that's been hidden during this time. So now I'm looking at the energy of the day. Okay. Did Sebastian hang out with cousins on that day? Family, there was a family connection there, but tied or restrained. Tied or bound, family connection. Something about that was hidden. Why would we be more information on that? Tied down. Why are you showing me tied down or restrained? You could have felt restrained. Running out of time, but I am safe now. Okay, it says running out of time, but I am safe now. And he was somebody watching him as well at that time. Now I'm going off track here. Okay, what I want to know is, what is it that I can't put my finger on that feels wrong about this situation? What is it? What feels wrong about the situation of that day that was described? What is wrong? What is not right here? Okay. Purposely disappeared. Person of interest. Something left behind. And strategy and planning. Strategy and planning. So me trying to put my finger on what feels wrong about that situation, something doesn't feel right. Okay, now what I'm also getting here in follow-up to maybe why I'm not feeling right about that day is because why didn't the dog trackers pick up any scent around the house, Sebastian? If he had no shoes on, climbed out of a window or left the door, the dogs would have been able to pick up a scent, and it said they didn't. What's going on there? Dog trackers around the house not picking up. Undercover. I want it out. Undercover, I want it out. We've got the that it's dark. It was dark. Something about a tunnel or underground. Aggressive attack. And the lovers. So the lovers being the relationship, and I'm feeling the relationship. Okay, does this explain why there was no dog scent picking up? Okay, so he wanted out, but undercover. Or taken out undercover. In the dark. Flashlight, lantern. They said there was apparently it's been debunked. I think something about flashlights in the backyard or flashlights in the yard. That apparently has been debunked. But why is it showing up here in the cards like this? It's saying it was dark, but there was a little bit of light. An attack, lovers, being a couple or a relationship. I wanted out or was taken out undercover. Allegedly, this is just card reading. Okay, was Sebastian alive when he was taken out of the home? Was Sebastian alive when he was taken out of the home? Okay, rumours. Okay, some part of this is rumours. Something about this is rumours. There is a connection here somehow to phone evidence or media, social media. Could be social. It could just be rumours on social media. Okay, so that. Why on earth that would just be rumours on social media? Okay. I know what I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to get at whether why there was the dogs didn't pick up the scent. That's so important. Is that just rumours? Think about it differently, it's saying to me. Think about it differently. So I know what I'm trying to say, but I'm not saying it right. I need to think about it from a different point of view. Okay. Really what I want to know is, after that day out, did Sebastian go home? Did Sebastian go home that day? Okay, after dinner, because I think he was sighted. I think there's evidence of him being sighted. Okay, I've got a couple of things going on in my head here. One about apparently there was a young person seen in Chris's car. I don't know if that's just speculation. I don't know if that's rumours. The cards will say if it's rumours. So I don't know what I'm getting at here, but I'm trying to say, did he go home? Okay, did Sebastian make it home after dinner? I had to get away. Something was seen. So he was seen. So there's footage. That's what I was saying. Like, I think there was evidence of him being seen at the death card. Okay. This is the first time the death cards come out with Sebastian. And it happens to come out when I'm asking, did he make it home after dinner? Had to get away, maybe trying to get away. Something was seen. So he was not seen going back home. There was no footage of that at all. But I think there's footage at the ranch house, or where there's footage there. We don't know for sure if it's him. Was it him? I don't know. But saying something was seen. Then he had to get away, or he tried to get away. Death. Maybe that would explain why there's no scent around the house. Maybe they need to take the dogs around the last place he was seen. Actually seen. I wonder if there's cameras, you know, for cars. Okay. Please tell me anything you want to tell me. Okay, this is drugs, alcohol, or blood. Drugs, alcohol, or blood. Mother. Jealousy or cheating. Jealousy or cheating on a phone. Mum worried about jealousy or cheating. Mum jealous of something. Mum worried about cheating. Drugs or alcohol. Okay. I'm not going to do a long reading with this one. So I just want to... I'm just going to pull one more time from this deck, and then I'm going to pull from my medium deck. Okay. One more thing. Is there something you want to say? Something important. Masked. That means situation not shown for what it really is. Being tied or restrained. Held down even. Restrained actually. Restrained makes sense to me. Restrained. The Fool is again the long path. When I said a long road. This is his this is Sebastian's card here. Magician is dark ritual, but I think it might be just saying darkness. What I'm worried about here is like a mental struggle. This is like the mental struggle. This is the card that Sebastian's attached to in this deck. But it can be like something he could be going through as a young male, autistic, had enough even, tried to stand up for himself, maybe was restrained and it went badly. Restrained doesn't have to be somebody that's tied up, doesn't have to be, it can be like forcefully restrained, So not the true face. It's not the truth around what's being said. There's something here that's not a true face. Somebody's not showing their real feelings here. Okay, somebody, Katie or Chris, allegedly, not facts, just card reading, somebody's not showing their true face. Could have been Sebastian taking his mask off and trying to express how he really feels, trying to show how he feels about this, or trying to say how he feels about somebody or something, and then had to be restrained. But maybe that didn't go well, because I'm seeing it here and here and here. So taking the mask off, trying to show the true face, trying to show how he really feels. Maybe that got heated, I don't know. There's no heated cards here, but then it's saying, apart from the fight here with this, but that's also Sebastian's card, and then had to be restrained. But maybe that was where it went bad. Okay, also he has said many times, I had to get away, or I tried to get away. Maybe then he was restrained. He was restrained then. Again, like I said, doesn't have to be tied restrained. It can be held back, like trying to get away, but held back. Okay, anything else you want to say there? Okay, and there was an organised meeting, so some kind of organised meeting. Okay, I'm going to pull one from my medium deck. These are just softer cards. They're designed to tap into victims or people on the other side, so they can give a softer, gentle how they're feeling. Okay. Sorry, that was my fault. Okay, now what I'm getting from these cards here is just wanted compassion, wanted to be heard, wanted to feel heard, and it says, I just want hugs. I actually felt that from him on one of those emotional episodes that I had last week. I actually felt he just wanted to be hugged, is what I felt with him. He wanted to be hugged by his mum, actually, is what I was feeling. But he wanted to communicate how he was feeling. There was something, I think, he wanted, like here it's saying he wanted to be independent, and he wanted to be able to express himself in an independent way, and there was issues around that. And he wanted a bit of compassion in that situation on how he was really feeling strongly about something. It's also just saying hello from the other side. Okay, I just want to pull cards now as to where he is. See if there's anything you can tell me about where will we find Sebastian. Okay, the devil energy, free from that devil rage energy now. Free from that devil rage energy. This card says not involved. Not involved. And then we've got the mother. Then we've got the father. Okay, now what was going on with me then, I wasn't sure if I should be moving this one over here, indicating it's Seth, or keeping it here, indicating it's Chris. That's what was going on with my feelings then around this card. It was like I was thinking, should I move it over here or should I just leave it? And I did leave it. And here it's saying, which indicates it's to the side of the mother. Okay, the card says deeply involved, but also water. Digital footprint, but be very careful around what I'm getting around this digital footprint is that it feels crafty. It feels because I've got here, you need to check it. There's something about it that's not right. There's something around a digital footprint that is not right. It says check the timing. Something around the timing, check the timing. Could that be the phone call, like how long the phone call went for? How would you find it that way? Okay, this is all alleged. This is just what the cards are saying. The scenario they're giving me now is like being on the phone for 3 hours. How would you... and being 3 hours away. There's something there to check into and something related to a digital footprint. But how do you check that? They're saying yes, this is my yes card. That's my yes card. Showing out of the picture, to be put out of the picture, or showing to be out of the picture. But how do you check that? If there's any issues around the timing or the digital footprint, the phone call, the phone, any kind of craftiness or any kind of... Okay, how do you check that? It says check the digital footprint. There's something there to be checked. Deeply involved or water. Yes, it's saying yes, this is important, and it puts something out of the picture. But it's also dark web here. Dark web could just mean darkness or dark. It was dark. Okay, was Sebastian taken from the home? I'm just going to put these back because it's just... Was Sebastian taken from the home? I feel it's an important question, but I haven't asked it. Was Sebastian taken from the home? Okay, strategy and planning, but innocent. Innocent. Dark intentions, marks left behind. Somebody said there was scratch marks left on somebody. Here, money related. Connection. Okay, so these two are together. Innocently staged, set up or framed. Sorry, I didn't even read that. I thought that was my strategy card, but it's not. It's staged, set up or framed. Staged or set up or framed to look like he was taken from the home. Saying it's that way. Staged to be that way. But innocent. Then it says dark. There was dark intentions and marks were left behind. There was no marks or anything left outside of Sebastian's room or anything to indicate he left the home. So there's something wrong there. There's something wrong. Tell me what's wrong with that scenario. What is wrong with that scenario? What is it we're not seeing? We're seeing something that's out of the picture. There's something that's not in the picture that we're not seeing here in this situation. Something that took strategy and planning. Happened behind closed doors and delays around that. That's the hangman, so that's either a tree or delays to a situation. So happening behind closed. I've burned out of energy now. I've lost contact here. Yeah, I think we got a little bit more on this one. So thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next time.